For every gram of sugar and drink in Berkeley.
Oh wow.
That needs to be boo.
Tell me how much and which way.
Turn it to. No, you gotta do the whole thing.
Right there.
Right. A little bit more. Right there.
Maybe big. That's it.
I think it needs to go.
Down a little bit too.
Nah, you're good.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
I did what I could.
What's up, everybody? We got 2 people in here real fast. Who's in here? Make yourselves known.
Yeah. Give a thumbs up or like a fuck you. Like
Yeah, some.
I'm a robot. Like something.
I'm a robot. There's a funny video of a dude who made like a robotic arm and programmed it to press the mouse button.
Oh, for the capture thing.
To click on the screen, the thing that says I'm not a robot.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Hey boy, we're live on YouTube, Bulletin Radio. Tune in. We're gonna talk raw trays, Apple updates again, and crystal ashers.
And cereal in a bag.
Yeah, why'd you fucking brought cereal in the bag? Hey boy, we're live on YouTube, Bulletin Radio. Tune in. We're gonna talk. That's weird.
How's it look on that screen?
Apple updates again.
You're all center?
What? We're good, bro.
You sound like a foreigner.
Do I?
Yeah, that like doesn't know English. Brandon,
Oh, sorry.
is it centered?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, dude.
It fucking
David, don't. Yeah,
I'm telling you.
as if you're frustrated
Oh, whatever.
with the quality of how I want things done around here.
Yeah, I'm still in it.
Yeah, just trying to make sure everybody gets their room, like how they
desire to be on this, like in this.
just want to make sure you're comfortable.
Well, I want a fucking a MacBook so badly.
Did my weed fall?
David.
What? Did I have weed here?
Do you have a? Unless it is a jar.
It's here.
Did
I was just trying to pour it out so it can be grinded. It's all good.
I don't know. That's
Did
David.
you grind it up,
I'm
bro?
not. We're smoking it right now.
What's in that envelope, though? Is that the joint I brought?
There's more on the couch over
This is
there.
a joint you brought.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Fucking Captain America.
That was a good idea, though. Like, I had 3 different eighths, and then just grounded them all up and rolled joints on them and put them back in their individual packaging.
It was 8 joints.
Yeah.
Jeez.
No, there was I rolled 2 joints for every type I had.
Yeah,
So
we're
you
gonna
have-
talk about this G-Pen thing that Damian brought over.
Yeah, but we don't have a rig that's 14 millimeter.
Should have told me.
Says who?
Oh, if you got one, we can try it out.
I do have one.
I'll try.
It is cool, though. I do like it.
We're gonna add the G-Pen and we're gonna hook it up to the peak.
And we're gonna make that work, whether you think it can work or not.
Yeah,
It's gonna work.
I like it, though. It's performing. Like, the only thing I'm worried about, though, is, like, the normal shit, like time. You know, everything performs great, you know, when you first get it. You know? But then 10 days in, 20, 30.
If you maintain it though,
That's what I always tell people, too. Like, people complain about oil pens, like pens that you put straight oil in. Like, bro, those suck. Like, they only work good for a little bit. I'm like, because you got to clean them. You got to maintain them.
everything has a point where if you let it get dirty enough to this point, you can't bring it back to,
Exactly.
to the brand new
Yeah.
feeling.
there is a no return point.
There is a no
Yeah,
return
once you
point.
chaz a banger, there's no fixing that. Same thing goes for a bunch of shit, you know?
Chaz, baby. I would never.
But it goes for everything. You know, you have a fucking a bong you use for straight flour, and if you don't keep it clean, it's gonna get resonated. Well, that's what is that?
From a bunch.
Nice. Yeah,
Sweet.
recently I've been finding some like flowers. I was like, well, this smells good.
Here, smell my fingers.
That smells good.
My ass.
Bro, some girl was getting tattooed today and knocked over a whole fucking big bowl.
Lemon cookie, not lemon cookies, not to be confused with cookies, because I don't fucking smoke cookies.
What'd you put in your big gold?
No, some chick at the tattoo bar today getting tattooed, knocked over her fucking full big gulp.
On top of all of the tattoo
Well,
artists?
no, the stupid. The girl had it on the floor next to her feet.
Oh my goodness.
Why would you do that?
Mm-hmm.
The big gulps got outlawed somewhere. They're not legal
Oh, yeah.
in a certain area or state or something. Like it's just too big of a drink now.
I think it was
it's
Ohio.
Texas, I don't. That's a good
Definitely not Texas.
No,
Everything's bigger
than Oh shit.
And that's where I bought my first truck driver fucking cup. Like they look like fucking little 5-gallon jugs.
Oh, not the koozie. What's that brand?
Those are definitely.
They're like super gulps. Yeah.
What's the brand that keeps your shit super cold?
That Igloo.
Igloo. No, it's not Igloo.
Yeah, they were.
Yeti. It's the Yeti.
Yeti.
Igloo Yeti.
Igloo Yeti, not the same thing.
Those Yeti coolers are expensive as shit though. Like, so expensive, like they get stolen a lot. And there's a cool picture I saw on the internet. Some dude installed razor blades under the handles of his Yeti, and made like secondary handles, like out of row. And he has a good picture of like the cooler hanging off the side of his boat, like docked, and a big blood streak going down the side of the boat. He's like, "Oh, you don't want your shit to get stolen? Install razor blades on the handles."
I mean, that's definitely a good way to keep them from.
They get sued.
You can't.
That shit happens in America, man. Someone will break into someone's house to steal something and then slip and fall in their house and sue them and fucking win.
Oh, I was robbing you, but I tripped on your house because you didn't fix it.
There was a dude in Miami-Dade for a while who was like in a wheelchair, but like wasn't supposed to be in a wheelchair, like fully. And he would just take his wheelchair to different buildings in Miami.
And I can't get up here. I can't
Go
get up
on a
here.
wheelchair ramp
That's
and just sue the building.
Hey, you know what?
Well, by
Your house, bro.
law, they're all supposed to have a wheelchair ramp and a handle. It's like against the law by OSHA.
Well, I hear you. I understand completely, but he's just a shark. Like he had like 6 lawsuits running all at the same time.
They got. Wait, one guy had 6 lawsuits?
Yeah, this dude who was in a wheelchair.
The wheelchair guy was so.
He wasn't really supposed to be in the wheelchair. There you
He wasn't supposed to be in the wheelchair?
go.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Like his legs were fucked up. Yeah.
I'm in on this.
Speaking of people in wheelchairs, the other day this fucking asshole decided to get in the handicapped like automatic wheelchairs at Publix, and he's going in front of us, stops it, hops out, like stands up and walks over to the drink machine to get to fill up his ice cup, and we're like standing there and he's like blocking the way, and he's like, "Oh, my bad," and we're just sitting. I'm like,
He doesn't really care.
I'm like, this piece of shit.
Yeah, I hate that.
This real piece of shit. First of all, like, it's cool if you're gonna fucking get in one of those things and ride around and get your groceries, but don't get out of it. Don't get out of it. Do not leave that car, especially in the middle of an aisle where somebody can't get around.
To me, bro, using that little cart is like parking in the handicap space.
I mean, yeah.
If you can get out of it, you shouldn't be using it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because what if somebody comes in that can't use it?
Exactly.
Then what?
Did you guys post that, Ron? Fuckers?
I posted it. There's no.
I'm about to.
If I make this, I'm gonna fat that for somebody.
No.
I didn't make that.
Well, so if you haven't seen the Joker movie, oh shit, we doing it.
I've heard
big.
We're live.
I've heard nothing but good things about that movie.
Damon's got some weird tape on his arm.
Santa berm, derm, whatever.
Sperm?
Tune in. Full tape right here.
Santa sperm.
Watch Damian set his whole left hand on fire.
What's sperm?
Santa sperm.
With sperm. Chicken sperm.
Oh!
No bad.
My boy has one kid, and when he was about to have his first kid, we went to another friend's house who has kids.
Oh God.
And at the time, he had like a toddler, and the kid was on the couch and like fell off and landed on his head. And my boy's like, "Bro, your son just like fell off the couch and landed on his head." And the guy literally goes, "No, they're good. They're resilient at that age."
Yeah, they pretty much are.
Yeah. I understood the guy had fucking 3 other kids.
They may be resilient, but they're also like, I guess, exposed.
Damon, does your Instagram allow you to share links like the whole swap up thing?
Yeah.
You ever put our link in the swap up thing?
To
this?
I have. I've done it before.
Man.
Let's have it good now.
Should be. You have to have 10K followers at least.
Yeah. I can't do it.
What's that, a business page?
No, the
No.
new swipe up.
Yeah.
10K followers.
I thought you just said to have a business page.
Okay.
No, 10Ks.
10K. So
Oh, that's cool.
swipe over you. Then
No worries.
Click link up.
You gotta click the link in the bio.
What's up, man?
You gotta
You gotta swipe up
click the link in the bio.
and then like, or
And
swipe
Damien-
up.
And Damien here,
I'm gonna put a swipe up video on my story.
Damien here will show you
The way.
his penis.
Or the sperm
Oh,
on his
yeah.
arm. He's got sperm on his arm.
Later.
He also has a My Little Pony that's been coming on for a whole year that he's gonna show you.
Did you donate your hair?
No. I kept these. I used to donate my hair.
As
You kept
fun as it would
Yeah,
be
good stuff.
to give a young bald child with cancer dreads, they wouldn't give them to them.
No, I did
And
it
so-
once. Like I donated my hair.
You donated. You
I
gave.
donated dreads. The first time I did my dreads, like I donated straight hair 4 times, and I donated a foot of hair every time.
Or do you have gay hair this time?
No, I had straight hair like all those times, and
It wasn't
then
gay hair, or just straight.
that wasn't gay. It was beautiful.
You thought
Beautiful
it was
black straight
straight?
hair.
And so what's the
Oh yeah.
what's the
Stupid.
motivation behind
Donating hair?
keeping your hair this time?
I wanted to keep my dreads this thing because I'm like, okay, like this is the last time I'm fucking doing this.
You're not having dreads ever again.
I don't think so.
Those are the last
Yeah.
dreads that you'll
Yeah.
have ever grown.
This is the longest I've had dreads too.
You vacuum seal them?
No.
It's so crazy that
No, they're in a fucking Publix bag. And another book bag
If you
somewhere.
want them to like, you know,
No, like I was just like I wanted to keep this set of hair because I've donated my hair so much.
yeah.
I was like, I want to keep these, you know, I'll make them into something stupid. Who knows?
Make it make it into a braided necklace.
I was thinking about wrapping them around like
Make it a belt.
I was gonna wrap them around like a stick or something and make a video like I'm selling now all natural Cherokee hair tampons.
ooh. But you're not Cherokee though.
I know, but neither was
And do they
Cheech and Chong when
soak
did it.
up-
Yeah, but
Can they
you,
soak up
you can
blood
do
like that?
Cuban organics. Cuban
Yeah,
organic.
organic. No, that'd be organic Cuban hair tampons. It doesn't roll off the tongue as well as Cherokee hair tampons.
Cuban organics. Cuban. I'm pretty sure it's not. That'll be better.
Yeah, yeah.
Cherokee. Then
What about
Go for it.
what about like extensions for California Implant 101?
What do you mean extension?
Like I'm trying to go out to California and fit in. I buy those dreads. No?
No.
No.
That's another reason I wanted to cut my dreads. Like I've always thought I was unique with my haircut because I've always had an undershave.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you had it like all clean and then the dreads.
Yeah, I
remember-
always shaved on the bottom for like every time I had long hair, I'd always shave it like that. And I've been doing it since a little kid.
What
I
are you,
got
new
the hair.
metal? Kids I know do that.
Well, bro, when I was doing it, now a lot of people had it. Like when I went to get the haircut the first time, I literally told the barber, give me a Jason Newsted. Because I was the only other person I saw the basis of Metallica with that haircut.
Yeah.
Like clean skin on the bottom of his head,
Oh.
just hair on the top.
What are
And so how white does your head feel now without it?
Not too much lighter. Like I
Is
really
it a
don't.
big difference?
Yeah, the
No?
only difference is when I turn my head fast.
Yeah.
You know? Or the habit that I have of like shaking my head. You know?
Or
just-
like constantly going like this and fucking with it, right?
yeah, like I've tried to tie my hair twice today.
You have more hand time.
Yeah.
You have more hand time.
And the hair tie that I've been using, like since I've had dreads, I've had just one hair tie. This one nice green, like super elastic. It's like a big hair tie.
You're keeping that
Yeah,
retired.
it wasn't made out of like a fiber with like rubber in the middle. It was like just all one material.
That's pretty cool.
You know, it never broke. Like it was bright green when I got it. When I looked at it, when I cut my hair, I'm like, yeah, it's a little dark. I'm like, yeah. But I'm like, I'm gonna keep it. I'm like, I have to.
Yeah, I'll keep that
I
too.
used to, bro. You remember? You used to break hair. Everybody breaks hair ties. You know? And metalheads are stupid. We all buy the same fucking hair tie. These black scrungy bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, that has rubber on the
So made
inside.
to break.
Yeah. Let's see how you do a fuck.
swab?
Yeah.
No, get off me, dude. I got nothing for you. I got nothing for
Yeah,
you.
everyone's eating, but we eat.
I don't have anything. I already ate it. He's like, I know something's up there. I know you're doing something.
Bro.
Get getting close.
My girl's dog is
Don't
always
make eye
barking.
contact.
Something's going on.
Don't make eye
I can
contact.
see you. I can see you're doing something.
Oh, he wants to get up on that. It's like, yeah.
No, he just wants to get up here and like.
Oh, my
thinks,
turn.
what is this even doing? He thinks I'm like doing something. Like he's like, "What you doing?" Hold on,
Yeah, I don't get that.
Mind your
The
business.
random little bits of like, pay attention to me, pay attention to me. I don't get that from my dog.
Come on.
Like my
I don't
girlfriend, when she
have
was
anything.
gone on the
They
weekend,
don't
like,
have anything.
her dog, I
See,
hate.
he thinks I had some. Why do you keep
Her dog's a little yapper.
Yeah, she has a beagle, and like
There's a beagle.
Beagles
Here.
aren't good yappers.
no, total yappers. They're hound dogs, bro. But that dog's bark literally begins with a beat. Like we used to wake up to bird, bird.
Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
hate
like a
it.
whine.
Every day at 7 in the morning to get fed because she knew she had to get fed at that time in the morning. So we bought a fucking automatic feeder, you know, so she would stop like waking us up. And this fucking piece of shit dog would get the food from the machine and start like
No, I don't have
hitting
anything.
it, like with her fucking nose, like slamming it back and forth to see if it just spits out one or two more. And she's broken 2 machines already. But
The
then
white
now-
one, right? The white dog.
yeah. So now, you know, so she doesn't hit the machine. We feed her when it comes out and put it up on the counter.
So
Bro.
it defeats the purpose. You still have to be there.
Bro, my girlfriend wakes up at 8 o'clock every day to feed that dog. You know, no matter
And
what.
it has a time feeder.
Yeah, it's a time feeder. Bro, when she was out of town, I sleep, you know, in on the weekends. Bro, that dog knows better.
To wake you
That
up.
dog knows I will discipline it and like train.
So it stays away.
Bro, 8 o'clock in the morning came around, I heard the food come out of the machine.
Uh-huh.
For her dog crawled into the bed with me, and I didn't bark, didn't make a noise, softly pushed me with one palm, and it looked at me like, please, I don't know how to feed myself.
Please, I know we don't normally do this. But can we
I'm
compromise?
respecting you, I'm not barking, I'm not yelling,
Don't wake up and yell, please.
just help me.
Because she knows that you'll bring it. You'll bring
Oh,
your
yeah.
to that point.
Well, because my girl, like, it's just like a pushover for the dog. Like, every morning, like, every meal we eat in the house, the dog will sit next to her and bark. Not beg, which you would expect from a regular dog.
Bark
Barking.
until she feeds her.
Yeah. You know, my dog doesn't even look at me when I meet him. My dog
And
is,
now if your girl tries not to feed the dog, it's too late.
No.
She already got used
the
to
thing
it.
is, like, the dog will do that. They just bark and bark and bark, and maybe once she'll be like, stop it, you know? And then just be like, here, just give her food. I'm like, that's why the dog
That's
does it.
parenting. That's a little. You can take that
That's
as a glimpse
shitty
into
parenting.
parenting.
That's, you're enabling it. You know? Like, Grandma is so well trained that when I'm eating, he doesn't even look at me. Like, he'll lay down next to me, facing the other way.
Like, hey, I'm hanging out. You know.
And I hate that. When my dog is like super obedient and trained, and her dog is just
Yeah.
like, but it's old too.
But her dog's never been trained though. That's the thing is your
Yeah.
dog is always known to be chill.
Yeah.
And you also have to understand like Rufus, he's pretty chill too. You also smoke a lot of weed with your dog.
Eh,
You get your dog high.
no, I don't. Not at all. Like, I don't blow smoke at him, and like maybe he would get high if I was fogging up the house with flour, but I never do that.
Yeah.
I know he's been high once. Yeah,
I have friends
and I
whose
felt bad
dogs-
for him.
Like dogs eat the
Feel
weed
bad for him.
at all chance, every chance they have.
That's
Bro.
actually not bad for dogs because then it's just like non-psychoactive.
Yeah. They take
Well, I had the feeling that he don't like it either. You know, like we were in a room.
Rufus loves eating weed.
No, bro, we were in a room, a cabin, and we fogged it out. Like, it was super smoky in there. And then I saw
Rollers
him.
on there too if you wanted.
I saw him standing above his bed,
Incorporate it if you wanted.
rocking back and forth on two paws, you know, trying to lay down, and he couldn't do it. He was so fucked up, like he was just on 2 legs, just rocking back and forth. And I felt so bad for him.
I completely understand that because you gotta understand that they don't know what the fuck's going on as it is. So like, you get them high and they really don't
Stop
know.
pushing stuff to the edge of the table.
Well, then move it off of the edge of the table. Put it on that thing over there.
No.
Move it out of the camera
Why?
because I can literally see it. Like, I hate this. See this? This is what I
It's
don't
not
like.
a big deal.
It is a big deal. I don't like seeing it.
Oh no, wait.
I'd much rather just not be seen, you know? Damon, you could live your whole life in clutter. I can't.
I see a lot worse.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, you could do it. I, on the other hand, my brain does not allow it, and my brain's just like freaking out, you know?
That's good though. Like,
Yeah, it's good.
like if I knew I was gonna be single for the rest of my life, like at the age of like 20, I definitely would have like become a hoarder.
Just close yourself off.
Yeah.
Man, see, here's the thing is I can't be a hoarder. If I was to hoard things, it would have to be like,
Collectibles.
yeah, like that's what I would hoard. I
Yeah.
can't do trash.
I would do that.
Something of value.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or what I think would be value. I don't understand like hoarding trash. Like that doesn't make
Yeah,
sense to me.
it doesn't make sense to me either. Like maybe, you know, if I did hoard, I always imagine there would be a Littleville classic car models, because my dad collected them for a long time. You know,
Car models are cool.
yeah, it'd be car models, model kits and shit. Like it'd be shit like that. I mean, maybe knickknacks. You know, like I've been to a hoarder's house that was trash.
Your shirt should be here October 10th. I've been
Nice.
tracking.
What's true?
2XL.
It's Bud Buck, yeah. 2XL Bud Buck shirt.
You only made one.
Only one.
How much does that cost?
Doesn't matter.
They're business saving. Oh, we need to get that screen made for you.
Yeah, ASAP. That's the one thing I have not done, but everything else is okay. That screen.
Hey, go to my stories and see if the swipe up thing
It does. It
works.
says Seymour.
Oh, nice.
So your swipe up actually does work, and that's what we need.
Yeah.
Because people don't want to click to see it and be like, oh, where's this go? Click what?
Yeah, stories like that. That was something I was surprised by. Like, I think on my insights and like, on average, most people's stories get more traffic than their fucking main page.
Absolutely.
Yeah, my stories sometimes, it's weird. Sometimes my stories get up to like 200 views.
Impressions.
Yeah.
The impressions are crazy.
So I think that more people are going, I go look at more stories than I go to actual people's pages view because I know they're posting their story more. There's always something new. That's
I really don't.
That's a daily thing, Damon. You don't do
Here's
a lot
how
of
it
things
works.
that most people do.
I'm not gonna say for sure this is how it works. This is how it works, but I'm very sure this is how it works. If Damien were to view my story, then and I have a public profile, then my story would more than likely pop up on a lot of people's discovery page that follow you.
Then maybe.
That's like the 7th degree of separation type thing. If you view something, it might pop up as something that
7
I
ways
might
to
be
Kevin
interested in.
Bacon.
Well, I mean, the algorithm also, to be on the discovery page, it's like the amount of views it gets or likes within a certain time period.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, I still don't do it, but forever, like, I never used hashtags. You
No, I
know,
use
I
it.
barely put captions. You know, if you look at my videos, I guarantee you right now, 80% of the
It's
sorted.
organic. It's all organic.
Yeah, but 80% of the captions say, "Yeah, dude." You know, but
It's true. With no hashtag.
yeah, but even with no hashtags, though, people be like, "Oh, I see you on the Discover page all the time." You know?
Which is great.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've ever seen it on mine, but I believe on your Someone's Insights, you should be able to see if it's discovery page impressions. I have never seen that on
I mean,
mine.
there's also levels to this shit too. Like people try to make a living out of like doing social media marketing for like companies, like
Have
running
you
their.
requested verification? Sorry to cut you off.
Oh yeah, I have. Yeah, I'm gonna try again
People
once
say
I have.
social media marketing stuff for big companies.
Oh yeah, and like just running like their Twitters or their Instagrams, they make money, and I mean, I'm not trying at all. Like when it comes to anything. What I do know though is like my Instagram, I gained a lot of my followers, like that a good chunk of like 20,000 in a very short time, and then I went stagnant for a while, and then now my numbers have been going up slowly. More now.
Gaining more. You've gone from
Yeah.
20 to 22 and a half, and like that.
I mean, also though, like people have told me like, my profile has changed. I used to make a lot of different types of videos. Like
But
before,
people are allowed to change. People are allowed to evolve.
but I understand though. Like, let's say if I really am trying to make this into a business,
Yeah.
you gotta use the fucking recipe that worked the first time, you know? Like there is fucking like stupid people that make money from social media.
But you also have to think about it is when you follow people too, you so say you follow a page, right? And so you're into metal, right? So say this page posts metal and upcoming metal and everything new about metal, okay? And then now this week, just for this week only, they're going to post about country music. What are you going to do for that whole week?
Find your content elsewhere.
Okay, and then also, you know that content is only going to last to Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you think Friday that you're going to go back to that page and be like, "Oh, Country Week is up. I'm glad," or have you done forgot about that page until it comes back up into your scroll? Yeah, to your timeline. Hopefully, you'll see it because you know how much stuff comes to my timeline that I don't even see because I don't really scroll through my timeline.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'll scroll through it a little bit, but I don't. One time I scrolled it all. Have you ever scrolled through your timeline till it ended?
No.
You can do it. It takes a while, dude. It takes.
You're all set.
Yeah, it literally goes all the way to the end. Like it's hard to do, but I've done it one time.
Is it?
Yeah.
Like that? Like,
It check mark. It says you're all set.
Yeah.
Wow.
So like, with that being said, though, like
Yeah,
that's
just
what
keep
it is,
going,
Damian. Say your following is about metal, staying medicated, and guitars. Now here lately, you've only just been doing reviews of things that have to do with staying medicated. Now those people want to see metal, guitars, and staying medicated. Now you're just showing products.
Yeah.
Now, like, you're not really showing you using the products, just one time talking about the product and that's it, which is cool because that's what I like to see. Now you gained a new follower, okay? But also at the same time, your stagnant followers are now going, hey, who is this? Plastic Ben? Oh man, he's so metal and he only plays guitar and takes bong rips and he's got terrible jokes. So now they're over here paying attention to Plastic Ben. Till one day they go, "Damian, you changed. You changed." And then we're having this conversation now, which is completely fine. But you just have to know, you just have to stand with your followers.
Thank you. So here's my take on that. No matter what, every follower has you prioritized in their mind of like, when you post something, how quickly they're going to try to look at it. Or if they see your shit, will they stop and read it or just keep swiping a little bit and see if it's interesting?
I mean, my insights, you kind of tells me that.
When you stop posting or not, I don't think that affects your priority. It's what your last couple posts were. Were they valuable to my interest or not? And then I'll remember you because it doesn't matter if you've not posted for 3 months. I'll just say, oh shit, he hasn't posted in 3 months. What the fuck's wrong with you, you know?
Well, also with Instagram, like it tries to use an algorithm to identify the type of video you're posting. And let's say there's a video of me just playing the guitar.
Pieces of shit.
You know? And even if I don't put hashtags or a caption, it recognizes, oh, this is a music video with a guitar. So anybody who like has an Instagram where they watch guitar players or play guitar, I'm going to show up in like the discovery page, shit like that. It's also who follows you as well. Like if big accounts, following you, a lot of the higher level people that follow that same account start seeing your account.
It's true. You ready for a real hack here? If you put a hashtag in your story, it's likely that you could be entered into that stories. Like I put a hashtag Miami in one of my stories, and I was added to Miami's interests, right? Now, you could put hashtags that are the same color as your background. So people don't know you have the hashtag, but you're being entered into those stories.
Yeah, and there's also apps that
it doesn't look like spam because, like I said,
you could also hashtag and like make it tidy and don't even put it in the box. Like you could swipe it out of the screen.
Really?
Yeah, you can take the hashtag all the way over and swipe it out of the screen.
See, I'm making it the same color. He's saying move it all the way out.
Yeah, you can just swipe it down and take it out of the whole screen.
And that's when you're thinking, damn, how did this guy get on the discovery page? Well, he probably had some like Like,
Yeah.
But also at the
thinking
same
outside the
time,
box
though,
type shit.
at the same time though, like when people see you on there, and if they do see the hashtag, at least they know what hashtag to look for now. They're like, how did this guy get on here? Okay, if he's cool hats. Well, I'm gonna start hashtagging cool hats. Now I can find that hashtag cool hats and see who else has cool hats.
That's another thing, like, I don't use, like, social media like that. Everybody knows all these things about social media, like,
Damian's social media is only for him.
bro, there's
Which is
people,
why it is what it is.
but there's people who following, like, hashtags, you know?
I follow hashtags.
Yeah, they just follow certain hashtags, so when they look at that hashtag, they can see all the posts that have ever been posted.
There's a slight chance he's been like,
Is the internet cable plugged in though?
yeah, is it? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it says it's connected.
It's in. It's good. This is blinking, which means I think it's connected.
But I just don't see it though. You usually see that
Yeah,
orange wire
it
going.
says connected. Let me try this thing right here where it says connected.
Oh, I thought you were
Just
doing
cross bridge
Let
right
me
here.
go to Damians.
I thought it was manually connected with a wire.
It is, but that's what.
Where is it though? Let me see.
See more.
The back of the computer?
No, it's plugged into the USB thing.
Oh.
So that's what.
Look at that. There's that shit.
Oh, there's really like no lag either.
Is it that close?
Are we using the mic? There you go.
Yeah, it's not that much like. It's like 15
No,
seconds.
I didn't plug in the mic because I need another USB port. All my USB ports are plugged in with shit that don't even have to have USB ports, but
That's cheap.
I don't have the plugins for it, so I have to use USB ports.
Well, you can order that thing that you plug in the USB.
And you can order that thing.
Listen, I brought the fucking Ethernet cord. I did my part. Played my role.
Played the game, you broke the rules. You having to rip out your pubic hair. You ever listen to Tenacious D? That's one of the lines in one of the songs.
What is Tenacious D?
It was Kyle Gass and Jack Black's band.
No, I did not listen to that.
No, you didn't have to like actually listen to it.
I
Like,
probably heard it, right?
Yeah, they had a movie. They even made like a movie, and then they were like an actual band. Kyle Gass was also in that show together. You remember that MTV show like back in the day about that making of the boy band, and it was called like Together? Yeah, that would be great, baby.
That would be freaking sweet. How much is it? $5?
That would also make it where we can put things even longer too, like to extend some things.
You need a wireless mouse and keyboard. And then you can just type and do everything right here. Type back to people immediately. And search stuff, share screen.
If you're in this room, make sure you're sure that you're in here.
Let us know.
Let us know.
Like,
You give us the topics, and we'll give you the discussion.
In case you're wondering what shirt I'm wearing, this is Fluent Dispensary's shirt.
I was gonna ask you because it says FL. That's a pretty cool
Back
bag.
it says, I think something Fluent Canvas K. Yeah. Shout out Oswaldo, the creative director.
Let me guess. Did you forget those sunglasses?
Oh, fudge me, I did.
No.
Actually, I did.
Nice.
It fudge me.
I mean, it's okay. It buffed out.
Got the crib though. I definitely have
They're
them.
obviously not going anywhere.
They're at the crib.
Yeah.
We're
We're not going nowhere. It buffed out.
I mean, it's okay.
Thing was this
It'll buff out.
32 cones in this thing
Yeah.
from the Ross.
Thanks for not rolling this like super thick.
Oh yeah.
Those things hurt my throat when they're fucking. The smoke is like a cannon.
I mean, yeah, it gets kind of hot,
It's a little-
which
it's a little
makes sense.
hot
I
staining.
can see that.
It's a little, hot staining.
So listen, I will be honest with you.
Yo,
I'm pretty sure Supreme resale is dead.
yeah,
The Supreme market's crashed.
it's done. If you're trying to resell anything, you better be looking for $20 on top of everything after like fees.
Not only that, but like if the only thing that's gonna resell is like old stuff. This new season stuff is whack.
It's after they got bought out. I'm telling you that. Their new direction after they got bought out is to overproduce.
And it's like the fact that it's like this the stuff isn't even worth money. Like people are literally taking
Shit, my bad, dude.
they're literally buying everything, and it's not even going for anything like resale. Like there's no resale value to it. I noticed like
If you're not doing local sales, it's not worth it. You have to do, because when you're done shipping or using a third party app, you're literally making at most, if you make 50, good for you.
Well, dude, I even noticed. Remember those bags that we were gonna get?
Yeah.
I was gonna get it for 180. Dude, they're going for 128. They're
Under
almost.
retail.
Yeah, they're
What bags?
they're like they're a lot of
Cost
stuff. Yeah,
bags.
even the helmets.
What
Dude,
cost free bags?
the last Fox helmet that dropped was so expensive. It's still expensive, and right now it's like the one that just dropped is like still like it's less than 500. Like there's like no
No reason. How much
resale.
was the helmet in the first place?
250. Like look on StockX right now and look at all the stuff
What's that
that
helmet?
dropped. The Fox helmet, like this.
Oh, the full face Fox helmet?
Yeah, what we're talking about is like the Supreme market has crashed. This year, this season has crashed. There's like Supreme will now you won't be able to get
They
it
watered
off
it
the,
down too much.
you won't be able to get it off the drop now, but you'll get it resell without no doubt around retail. Like the
Yeah.
That should have been
paying
expected.
My head actually. I'm sorry. Hi, I'm fucking high.
That should have been
as a
expected.
collector, it's great. You know what I mean? But it's
This helmet's for $315. This one's for $303.
yeah.
Dude, what?
Now type in something like Supreme SS 16 or 17, something from a few years ago. Look how much it's going for. You know what I mean? The old stuff, like this new stuff, is so whack that like nobody even wants to. Like I even think the old stuff might even start dropping in price because people are just gonna start liquidating it at some point. You know?
In my opinion, bro, I think Supreme, even with this drop that you're talking about,
You
it's
think
still
those-
doing amazing. Because for me,
They got bought
like
out.
the shit that I thought was valuable, that you could resell, were like first edition, book bags or certain types of jerseys, a long time ago. And it was only like a few items from like a company that would be worth money that you could resell.
Yeah.
Supreme, almost fucking everything that they come out with, people can make a turnaround profit on it.
Yeah, but now this season,
Not anymore.
as of this season, that shit has stopped.
Done.
There's no profit to be made on anything.
I got in on the last
On
few
nothing
weeks.
at
I got in
all?
on the last few weeks of profit. It's
Yeah.
done now. I
Yeah.
literally made profit a few weeks ago, and now it's done.
Yeah,
So none of the items.
I stopped buying like 2 weeks ago.
I know.
Okay,
and
so-
that's why I was like, man, don't keep buying stuff. That's why I was like watching and watching and watching.
Yep.
And then
I'm good, I'm
even
good. Sorry,
but the thing is, the last few things they all sell out,
They still sell out,
and then
but they re-release shit like
40 minutes
crazy.
later, you watch it on StockX just drop it. Everybody's just liquidating because
That doesn't matter though.
nothing
They don't hold it.
nothing is holding value because nobody wants to hold it. Everybody
don't
wants
hold
to
it.
get rid of it cheaper
It's
than
still-
the next person. And after so long, once you start, okay, so here's the thing: is once you start getting rid of for an item, say the item is worth $400. So say you want $400 for it, but some other kid is like, "Fuck that, dude! I'd rather have the $375 right now." Then the next kid, he's gonna buy it for $375. Now you want $400 for it. You're not gonna get the $400 because it's sold for $375. And then some other kid's like, okay, you're gonna drop it down to $375. And some kid's like, you know what? Fuck that. I'd rather just make a little bit of profit. And he underbids you again. So then again, you're still stuck with this thing. And what you want for it as a person, because in your heart,
You know what it's worth.
you know what it's worth, and you're like, man, this is what I would pay for it, and this is what it should be paid for. But all the people below you are like, fuck that, fuck that, fuck that. Till you're literally stuck with your item, and then next thing you know, it's worth nothing.
So what you're saying is that the company will come out with something, it will sell out, and then as soon as it's out, that's it. It's
Let's
dropped
go.
in price so much that the resale doesn't matter.
Let's go
Right.
further
That's
back.
still a win for Supreme.
Let's go further
Oh
back.
no, it's
though.
a win for it's
Yeah.
definitely a win for Supreme, and
Yeah.
it's a win for collectors.
Let's go further back though to where Supreme got bought out by I forget who for like hundreds of millions of dollars.
Who bought out Supreme?
They didn't buy them out. They bought like a managing control of it. Supreme got bought out a few years ago. Like or not even if you're like really relatively soon, which is why this is happening, man.
Yeah.
Is that why they
This is
switched
why they're
all?
producing like this, because they're now owned by like a really forward thinking, like, you know, profit hungry company who's gonna really overproduce like Adidas does, Nike does eventually, and ruins the resale market.
Do you mean like own like the way that Michael Kors owns Versace now?
Like some company, big corporate company, paid hundreds of millions to the two guys who own Supreme
Hold on.
for
Here
like 51% of it. Read it out to us, please.
On October 6, 2017, James Jebbett confirmed that the label sold a significant stake to the significantly stake in the company of roughly 50%.
Managing control.
Okay, 50%, quote unquote, around 500 million to private equity firm the
Carlyle Group.
Carlyle Group. Supreme plans on opening its 12th store on the Market Street in San Francisco.
So Carlyle Group now has like decision and control over who they partner with and how much they release.
And that's why
it's happening.
That's why
it's happening.
That's why the prices went up.
That's why the prices went up. That's why
Carlyle Group.
Look them up, Damian.
That's why it happened. I did my research first.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but people don't even know that either.
Probably a lot of people.
It makes sense. Makes sense now.
That's why this is like it made sense to me. I knew it. That's why I knew it was stupid. Yeah.
How's is still rocking and rolling? There's still other companies, but fuck, that makes sense.
So this is the beginning of the end of Supreme. There is no like, oh, this is a bump in the road. No, this is the beginning of the end.
The Carlyle Group.
I'm telling you, this is how it happened.
Holy shit. The Carlyle Group, which snagged 50% in Supreme for $500 million in 2007, has also invested in over 200 companies, from McDonald's to AMC to Dunkin' Donuts, as well as oil, drill, and coal mining.
Private equity investors.
They have a list.
Those are the people that, like, if a company is struggling, they come along and like buy out the board,
They have an alphabetized
the members, like
list.
the controlling members, and they just like fucking start directing it how they want.
Because James Jebbett, that makes sense now. How they got the fucking money to do the collaboration in 2017 with Louis Vuitton.
Yeah, in this industry.
Which is what really brought them up even to a more global scale.
Yeah, and that's why
created more demand, and now they're more producing more.
Well, yeah, and that's why they're trying to do this whole fashion thing. Now I see why they're not like.
But this is the beginning of the end. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Oh, this makes sense now, man. I knew this shit was gonna fucking happen.
Like
I didn't know it was gonna happen like this.
Your whole wall is gonna be not even that cool anymore soon.
Well,
Because of what they're gonna do to it.
My wall's always gonna be cool.
No. Your wall is cool because like how old it is. Like this shit that's like collectible, but like
What's gonna be
the
really
perception
cool
is gonna be fucked
No,
up.
that's what I'm saying. The best. This could be the best thing. Like, as a collector myself, that means maybe I'll start getting the shit I want for like under retail, or I'll get shit for really cheap. You know what I mean? Like,
that's a great way to look at it.
that's like. But I'm just saying, as like a reseller, like I've always said, there is a market for Supreme. You have to create that market. But the fact that there is the internet and all these things that like literally somebody can just go Google it, and as soon as you Google that item, StockX is the first thing that pops up in Google in that little box right there. StockX is selling it right there. So if you go, hey, I want 200 for this, they're like, well, StockX says, $150 plus $14 in shipping, plus a 3% fee. That's fine. I'll wait 10 days. And you're like, what?
It'll drop.
What?
Let me
Are you
ask you,
serious?
since Carlyle Group acquired 50%, was it?
Yeah.
Do they have say in like the design now?
They have managing control.
Yeah.
Man,
They make the shots. They call the shots.
Damn, nah. If I saw a company like Supreme doing good and I had the opportunity to acquire half of their business, I'd be like,
And call the shots?
no.
No,
Why fuck with what they're doing when it's doing good?
because the guys running it have no experience with that much money and that much. Honestly, you can't say that. They're
But
fucked.
you know,
They're fucked now, though. You're
I
right.
haven't looked it up. You told me that Michael Kors acquired Versace,
Correct.
but has the production locations of the products changed? Have they moved factories from Italy It's just produced by machines now. Like, is it like not special anymore? And I don't know if that's it now. Like, I hope that they bought them and just kept the same designers, the same fashion houses.
The designers usually jump off at this point and create their own brands.
Man,
Nah.
But Supreme has no designers. They just collab with them.
I know, but
Here's the thing.
Is that what it is? Like, they have no. It's just a box logo.
Michael Kors is running Versace to the fucking ground. He's using Versace as an outlet with all his fucking old shit that he knows isn't selling. So
I see Versace at Macy's, so.
Yeah, it's gonna be everywhere. It's going to be how Michael Kors was.
Louis Vuitton's running away with the baton.
Yeah, dude, they're
Wow, like Louis Vuitton with baton.
like, dude. First of all, Versace their quality has never been there. You know what I mean? It's just always been super expensive. The quality, like some of the quality's not there. I don't like their leather. I don't like their shoes. Dude, every pair of their shoes that I put on make my feet look so narrow, even though they're not narrow shoes. But the fact that I can't support Michael Kors, I would never buy Versace.
What's your favorite brand of shoe?
My favorite brand of shoe was Shimmy.
Not favorite shoe ever, just favorite brand.
Yeah, Shimmy. Yeah, it's an all leather shoe.
I would say that is my favorite ever.
Made by John Buscemi, which is a dude who used to make glasses for Oliver Peoples and took all the stock money and cashed out and then dumped it into, which is a designer brand. He's actually an American designer because everything is handmade and in Italy. It takes 24 hours to make a pair of shoes like by hand. Everything's like
the shoes are
fucking hand
beautiful.
painted and shit. Yeah, I have
So
like 2 pairs.
So that shoe that you're getting is like worked on a day with one person.
I've never even tried on a pair of those, but I know they're amazing.
Yeah. They range from like
I mean, I like Air Force Ones.
they range from like 1,000 to like 2,000, if not more.
I like Air Force Ones and like boots.
There's some new Air Force. There's some new Air Force Ones dropping.
I want the Flyknits, and those are old.
Why do you want Flyknits for?
Because they're comfortable.
Is that it? Just because of the comfortability? Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
I mean, I know not to get them wet. I mean, these things ain't fucking waterproof either.
Yeah,
No, they're not at all.
that knit material, as long as you don't get the top wet, that knit material is pretty waterproof.
Water gets right through it.
I don't know, dude.
No, straight up. Last week when I got tattooed, the artist was like, bro, you're fucking up those shoes. And I literally turned the shoe on its side. And I was like, I'm good fuck. He's like, oh my god. I'm like, bro, I don't care. These are
Yeah,
shoes.
dude, my green ones are getting pretty dirty.
I really wanted a green pair. I knew how to get them filthy.
Dude, I think the green ones are like around 700 right now.
My Flyknit Jordans I had, I fucking ruined them, covered up with fake blood on Halloween. Yeah.
Man, that'd be cool to get a white pair to do that too.
I always thought about that. They have a white Doc Martin boot. That has like a blood. It's all white leather with a big blood stain.
Yeah, I'm talking about like a white pair of like Air Force Ones or a white pair of Jordans. Blood splattered them.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool. Yeah, I'm excited about haunted house season.
Bro, don't go to what's that shit in Wynwood?
I already went to that.
It's a maze.
It is. It's terrible.
I paid $28 to walk
disgusting.
through.
Me too. Did you go with us?
Yeah, I think we went together.
Yeah, the
$28
thing
to walk through a dark room for 8 minutes.
Yeah, and then they told us that they're like, "Oh, y'all had the best time," and we're like, "The best time? Like you made it through the fastest." We're like, "Yeah, we're supposed to get scared." I thought it was a haunted house. It was just like follow the red beam, and then I got really. The only time I got scared was when they made me crawl through that little crawl space, and it had the foam that was exposed, and the foam touched my face. That's the only thing that was scary. I was really worried about that dirty ass foam touching my face.
I forget what they call it, but there's a decent Halloween festival they do here in What was the other one? I've been to a couple like good like carnivals like here in Miami.
I don't like carnivals, dude.
Mm.
They're sketchy.
Nope.
Oh,
Especially the local ones. Nope.
no way, dude.
For a couple of years here, they did this thing called Cirque de Horror.
That would be cool.
Yeah, it was up at American Airlines Arena. It was like a few-year piece.
Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah, it's like Cirque du Soleil, but it was like Cirque de Horror.
I mean, that's cool.
The whore.
Yeah. It was like a scary thing, and it was like it had a super religious feel to it, like a bunch of demons and monsters. Like it was a good fucking play. Acrobats and all that.
I think
Acrobatics.
it's time for a dab.
Go ahead. Get you one.
Switch this shit up.
Bro, we started this selling.
Oh yeah. Should I have this?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Try that out.
Shout out to the person who provided this.
I mean, those are wax squirt extracts. Somebody gave them to me. Sometimes I got some nice friends.
Anybody? Am I just blind? Or is we just really missing?
No, it's next to you. Check this out.
Was that a timer? Wow, it's just like so cool.
They're way cooler than a timer.
Where'd you get that?
Other Josh came over today, and he was like, "Hey, you want a wristband?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "It lights up," and I was like, "Cool." It's from this new restaurant called Life. We'll just clean it out, man. And then when it cools off, just cold start it. Make your life easy.
Try it.
No, and did I cut my hair?
Yeah, David cut all his dreads off.
Spare the moment.
I like it.
I like it.
You're excited?
Yeah. Want my hair to grow out a little bit more.
What made you do it so like spur of the moment?
It was on my lunch break.
Really, that was like that spur of the moment.
Yeah.
I feel like in those situations, that's what I do with mine. Like
First, do with yours.
before I cut all my hair off the first time,
You don't want to be.
I went to go just get it cut kind of short, because I told her, the lady, I was like, I want to like cut up to here because my hair was like almost to my belly button.
Wow.
And I was like, I want to cut up to here, like
It
I
was
want
long
it.
and flowy.
Yeah, it was like really fucking long. And so I was like, I want it cut like up to here. I want it pretty short. And then she cut my hair for like 2 hours. And then like I just kept looking. I could just still see my hair. And then they're like, wasn't that much hair on the floor either. And I was like, man, what have you been doing? Like no joke. And I was like, all right. So I paid. Then like after like 2 days, I was like, fuck this shit. And I hit up my buddy Sam, and I was like, hey man, you want to cut my hair? And he was like, sure. I work at this new place now. And I think he works at, it's called like Kirkland at Lakeland.
I know.
So I like walk in, and he was like, oh, I don't cut long hair. And I was like, nah, dude, just cut it off. Like, remember how you used to cut my hair? That's how I want it cut.
You got a good haircut.
Cut today. And he was like, wait, so you want me to cut all of this hair off? And I was like, is that going to be like a problem? He goes, no, I'll totally do it.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, he was like, man, I wish I would have got a picture of your hair before I cut it all off. I was like,
but you got a nice haircut though. You got like
Yeah.
It was like
comb over.
you no part on the top to like slick it over to the side and like. That's what I'm
Well,
waiting
still
for.
the top of my hair was like really long because I would skin fade it like from the back up, and then I just had my comb over. My hair was still like down to here, but it was just all brushed. Like all the front of my hair just went all the way back, and it wrapped around my head.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna start
Which I
doing.
fucking hated because, dude, you have to do your hair every day. Like if you don't do your hair, nah, dude. If you don't do your hair, it doesn't stay like that. Like that's.
I coming back with a work hat on to work.
Yeah, see, I can't do that. I can't wear hats. My head's not shaped for hats. My head's not round enough for a hat, and it's not like tall enough for one either. I just think I didn't.
And bro, literally this lady,
That's good.
like this lady fucking cut my dreads, washed my hair. washed my hair, cut my hair again, styled it in like 20 minutes.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you got a nice cowlick, man. What's that thing? It looks like a wave.
Yeah.
That's
Where's your color?
Hey, whatever.
Look at that thing.
Mine's in the back,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
I tried to spike it all up, and it looks weird right now. You know?
When Damian grows all his hair, it's gonna grow up and over.
That's what I'm gonna start getting haircuts and shaves on the bottom. And grow at the top, so I start like slicking them back. That's what I like.
So when it grows, is it thick or is it flowy when it grows out?
My hair is
longer?
thick as fuck.
So it goes up.
No, it comes down like straight.
So it is like it can be flowy if you want. Oh yeah, I've seen pictures of
It's
it.
just straight, thick black hair. That's why I never grow out my whole head, bro.
Have you
It's
thought
like,
about
it's like a carpet.
Have you thought about like a parted comb over?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna start doing. And then just cutting the sides and the back.
Cut the line. Well,
Yeah,
unless you have, where's your natural part? Is it
There, man.
perfect? So you don't need a cut line then.
Yeah.
That's the natural part.
It's funny because like where my natural part is like where my hairline is, and there's like just a huge scar on top of it.
Yeah.
Like on my head right there. It's just like a big scar. You know why? Because one time, well, I let my friend choke me out, and I was like, "Hey, don't drop me!" And well, he choked me out, and then dropped me on the deck of a Dixie chopper, and my head hit the deck, and fucking, we were all drunk and shit, and my head was just gushing with blood. They're like, "You should go to the hospital." I'm like, "No, dude, they'll take us all to jail, you idiots. We're all, one, we're underage drinking. Two, whoever drove is definitely getting a DUI because that's what they do. They're like, how'd you get here?
Yeah,
We're calling the cops."
Yeah, let me talk to that.
I was like, fuck that. So then I literally just grabbed a pad, like literally a maxi pad, and like stuck it to my head and just held it there. And that was like the only thing that would like stick to my head was like, I don't think it was maybe it was a maxi pad or a panty liner. Whatever the ones that have the sticky things that stick. Maybe it's a panty liner. Maxi pads are those little square things. Right?
I do not know. Don't do this.
Man.
Sorry.
You never had to go to the storm. Buy those things. I never understood why dudes get so embarrassed about it. Oh, you want that? People look at you in line, it's like, it's not like I have a period. We all know that, like, I don't have this. This isn't for me. So I never understood why people get embarrassed. And if you did have a period, you'd be on the fucking news. You'd be the first dude with a period. You should be excited about that. Science would definitely want to investigate.
They want to talk to you some more.
For sure.
And you get paid for it.
Does anybody remember that time that trainee decided that she was going to get pregnant? Like she was a girl who turned into a dude and then got a beard and then got pregnant and then tried to be like, I'm the first dude ever to get pregnant.
I think I remember.
It's like, no, you still have a
She
vagina.
had a full ass beard.
Yeah.
I have nightmares about that.
And I was like, no, you got a vagina. You're still a woman. I don't care what you do.
Who's next on?
And well, I'm good. I was going to it time.
Oh, very much so.
Man, I like to party.
Yeah, I was gonna say that I had two things to say about that. Like, one was the I had a girlfriend that we ran the papers, and she told me that you use the paper that maxi pads come in to roll up with.
Yeah.
You know? And they burn just like paper.
Yeah.
And like I thought it was funny forever, and then High Times did a post about it.
Yep.
And maxi pads like posted on there like Twitter and whatever. Like, please don't use our.
Please do not smoke.
They really said that.
That's funny because you can use that, or you can take the if you take the foil wrapper on from gum and you peel that white piece off too, you can use that to roll up to with also. I did that in high school one time, and these kids were, man, that's fucking crazy. There was this kid, Tweak, that like moved from Missouri, and he was super weird. I'll never forget that kid. He's like, "Hi, my name is Tweak," and I was like, "That's weird." He like did a lot of Adderall,
Yeah.
like, and he wasn't prescribed Adderall, so he definitely was a tweaker. And like he didn't have like an areola. He just had like a nipple that stuck out. There was like no round part. It was weird. He used to skate without a shirt all the time.
Was it like any nipple?
No, it was just like it was like
It wasn't there.
it was just the nipple part that stuck out. There was no areola to it. So just imagine your nipple with no areola.
That's great.
Just the nipple. It's fucking weird. And then
That's
one day he said his parents were getting divorced and he didn't come back to school.
Oh,
Yeah, I was mad.
poor guy.
I mean, that kid was weird.
I just wanted to meet a kid that's like, yeah, my parents getting divorced. I'm like, yeah, it's your fault. It's probably your fault.
Hell yeah. It's always the kid's fault.
Oh man, what a long day. It's been a good week though. And I'm gonna go see the Jay and Silent Bob movie, man. We gotta reserve tickets.
That was a good hour. What are you doing tomorrow, Damien?
Home.
No events, no nada?
No, man.
Really?
Yeah.
It gets busy for you soon then.
Nah.
No?
Eh.
Free for Mania next weekend? The
No.
weekend after this weekend?
No. Oh, that's in November.
Nothing on the 20th of October?
No. And nothing I'm going to. But yeah, dude. On that note,
Yeah.
I'm really happy all three of you hung out here after midnight with us.
We gotta do something.
Huh?
We gotta- What?
Thank you for hanging around with us after midnight.
Hanging around with us after midnight. After midnight. Damien goes walking.
Past my bedtime. But yeah, I'm Michelle Pfeiffer.
I'm Carrie Underwood.
Download Bud Butts.
Yeah, dude, have a good night, people. Thank you for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends.
Yeah, make sure you share this. Write in the comments how terrible it is. Tell us how much you like Damien's new haircut.